Hi folks, so what we're going to do in today's video is I'm going to show you how to set up a drawing sheet for your Junior Cert Graphics project page 2 for anyone who's doing their page 2 on OnShape, okay? It's a good time saver obviously if you've done something on OnShape. I'm just going to use it explaining something that I explained to a student here in class there a couple of days ago on, okay? So you can see here I've just called this little feature a loft because I was explaining to the student how to do a loft feature. I'm just going to move that because I'm going to need that in a second. So when you're actually creating the sheet, what we're going to do is we're going to click into whatever we have modeled already, okay? So be it, I don't know, a milk carton, be it a cereal box, be it a popcorn box, or whatever it is, you're going to open it up in there. So in this case, I'm just going to open up this loft feature. So if I click on loft, okay, you can see I've obviously done a little object inside here. Now down at the bottom here, sometimes you might have another little tab. This first one, it says Part Studio 1. You might have another tab that says maybe assembly, okay. If you right click on any tab that's down there, you'll see it'll give you a couple of options, okay. So you right click to open that up. So right click with the mouse, and then you can see you can export, select as document thumbnail, copy to clipboard, duplicate, so on. You can even delete it if you want, okay. But what we're going to do is we're going to click on this little plus symbol here. So if I click on the plus, I'm going to go up here and I'm going to look for the one that says create drawing. Okay, and you can see it's right here. So if I click create drawing, it's now going to ask me what type of drawing I want to create. Now, our project, okay, if we open up, you can see a little window here, existing templates, okay? We have none that we have created ourselves yet. We want to create one, okay, so that we can use it over and over again, okay, rather than having to do this every time. So once we've created once, we can actually save it, which would be really helpful for any other project that we do. So we're going to try and get something in the created by me section. It's not in there now, but it hopefully will be in a minute. So I'm going to go up to OnShape, and the one we want to use is, if we scroll down, the one we want to use is ISO A3. Okay, not A4, not A2, A3, because that's the same size that we're going to be drawing our projects on. So A3, select that and click OK. Now, as you can see, I'm not going to put in an object here. It's telling me, do I want to put in the object? I'm not going to worry about that yet. That is got from this window up here, insert view. We're not going to worry about that. What I am going to do is I'm going to tidy up this page. You can see it kind of came in with standard things, a load of stuff. So what I'm going to do is, if I click anywhere on my screen, I can drag and draw a box around the information I don't want, highlight the information and click delete. That is gone. Now it might be a little bit harder to do it on this one. I'll deselect. So I selected all those lines and I'll deselect this line and I'll click delete. I'll do the same with this one. Once again, deselect the borderline, delete those, and hopefully be able to do the same with this one. And once again, deselect those, deselect the borderline and delete that. And then finally, I'll do it once more here. Deselect the borderline, delete. Okay, and I might, for some reason, I'm just thinking I have to go around individually, click on these, and every time hit delete. Okay, so you can see 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so you can see here I'm left now with a lovely 1 centimeter border around my page, kind of like you would draw in class. Now what we're going to do is we're going to put a little title block down here in this section, okay, really neat and tidy, where we're going to put our title, our name, maybe our exam number whenever we get it, a scale, and maybe a little picture of the Loretto crest. Okay, so to start that off, I'm going to go up here and I'm going to grab the line tool. So you can see the line tool there. I'm going to select that. Now, I'm going to roughly estimate what 40 millimeters up is. So it's about, imagine that's 10, 20, 30, about maybe there. About there, I'm guessing. I'm going to come out about 80 millimeters to about here, and then down to here. And you can see when it maps onto a line. Okay, press escape to deactivate the tool. Now I can actually very quickly check my accuracy there. If I go over here to my dimension tool, I'm just going to have to get up there, the lights are going off here. So if I check my dimension tool, I can check what length that line is there. So if I click on the line, you can see here it's actually saying it's 69, okay? So let's actually delete the dimension. I'm actually going to come down here, grab this line. I'm going to zoom in it now. I actually want to pull it out a little bit further, another 10 mil or so. Pull this guy, I'll actually delete this line, and I'll dimension it again as best I can. 78, okay, a little bit further. Pull it out just a touch. So about there maybe. Smart to mention it again. Okay, so we have to kind of, there, 79.94. That's close enough. I'm very happy with that, okay? Now from there, that point right there at the end, I'm going to select the line. I'm going to come down, press escape, and now I'm going to check the height of it. I want it to be almost 80 long and 40 high. Now that's saying 32.22. I'm not happy with that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag it up. You can see both of them are coming. And then pull this one down to this line. And once again, I'm going to check the dimension. 37.7. Click on the line. I'm going to bring this line up once more. Just about there. Put in another line. So there's a little bit of messing around with this at the start. But once you have it done, you'll be all the better for it. So 39.96, really close once again. So I'm very happy with that. And once again, if I check this one, click on it, 79.94, very happy with that. Okay, so now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to estimate, okay, as best we can what is 10 millimeters down. So I'm going to say about to there. I'm going to do a line all the way across over to here. And then once again, I'm going to grab another line tool. And now this time, I want to create a space inside here, little rectangle in there, this space. That's where our little logo is going to go. And I'm going to do two more lines. Usually you can map onto the middle. And one more line. Back up and select our line. Okay, so there we have it. There's kind of our title block set up. If I zoom out there, you can see it looks neat and tidy on the page. So we're looking for something like that. And I want you to guess it and make the lines obviously as equally spaced as you possibly can. Now, what we're going to do next is we're going to actually put in a logo of the Loreto crest, okay? So this can be got, okay? First of all, if I just click up here, you need to first of all find the Loreto any crest. I can actually get that from the website, loretokk.ie. I often go into, say, the open night, and you'll actually see the Loreto crest comes there. Now, a good tool here is this tool called a snip tool. So if I select in the search bar, if I type up here, and I type SNIP, snip, and you can see snipping tool is coming up. Click on the app, and if I click new, now screen will go dark, but what I want to do is I want to click and drag a box around the tool or the icon that I want. And then there it is. I'm going to right click there and I'm going to go save as. Now I want to save it into a folder. Okay, so obviously I'm saving it into my graphics projects ideas. It's on my desktop. And then if I go down here, graphics projects ideas, and you'll see I've actually saved it in here already, Loreto Kilkenny. Okay, so I've one already saved in there. But what I would do is I would title it in Loreto Kilkenny and save. Now I've one already saved, so I don't need to do that. I'm just showing you a way that you can do it. But now we need to put that inside here. So if you go up here to this little icon, click on the down arrow and click Insert Image. So I need to look for that image, okay? So you can kind of mess around here, but if you come down here to the bottom where it says Import, I'm going to click on Import. I obviously have to find my destination folder. So mine is on my desktop. Scroll down to this one, Project Ideas, wherever you save it, and then select the icon that you want and click Open. Now, that is currently uploading here. And you'll actually see it's after coming in down here has another tab, okay? But if I go back into my drawing, and if I go back here to my icon and I go Insert Image, you'll actually see it's after populating inside here now, Current Document. So I'm going to click Loreto Kilkenny JPEG. Now that is currently active. So I'm going to zoom in down here into the corner. I'm going to click, left click with the mouse and hold, and I can actually draw that in. There we go. Now, if I want, obviously, I can grab the corners, make it a little bit bigger. Just be afraid of going, not afraid, just be careful of going too big. But I think that size there is is appropriate, okay? So if I zoom out now, yeah, quite happy with that and how that would look on a sheet. Looks really neat and tidy in there. Now, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to put a little annotation in. So if I click here on the A, you can see here you get a couple of options, note, call out, and so forth. I'm going to click on note. And in this section, sorry, I'll select it again. In this section here, okay, I'm going to type in, it was Mooju bottle, I think it was. So look, I'm going to turn on my caps lock, Mooju, and then I'm going to type in space packaging, Packaging. Now, you can see here it's after coming in on two lines. How I can get that, if you see here, this it's saying this little length icon here. If I grab that and pull it along, you can see it's after populating in there. Now, I've got various other functions here. I can obviously make it bold, so I'd have to maybe highlight it again, type in bold, and there you go. So maybe for the title, I might actually put it in bold. I could put it in italic, but I'd leave it like that. And obviously, you've got various then other fonts. Okay, like if I just checking there, not too happy with that. I think the note, I think it was the note one, noto, something like that. Muju packaging. I'm quite happy with that one. Okay, but I might put it in bold for the start. Okay, and obviously we can play around with our text height here, and I can increase the text size. It's 3.5 at the moment. I might make it. I might increase it then maybe up to 5. And you can see it's after getting bigger. 5 is too big. Might go down to 4. 4 looks good. Happy with that. Accept it with the green arrow. Press escape to deactivate it. Just zoom out there so I can look in. Try and bring it into the middle of the screen if I can. There we go. So in here, I'm going to put that, click and hold on it. I'm going to grab it. There it is, nice and centered. I'm going to grab my note again. In this section, I'm going to type in my name. Okay, depending on your name size, obviously, it might change, obviously, the shape of your box. I'm going to accept that. Press escape. If my name fits in, yeah, and that's actually after going in there. Absolutely perfect. Got very lucky with that, okay? But there's our name in there. Now in this section down here, I'm actually going to just put in exam number. We don't know our exam number is currently. So what I would do is I put in something like that, accept that, press escape, okay, got that exam number there, and eventually we can come back and we will type in or write in our exam number there. And then down here, the last thing we're going to put in is scale. So obviously, depending on how you draw the sheet, okay, you might have a different scale depending on the size of your object, okay? So our scale is there. I'm going to accept that once again, and we can write that in afterwards. Now, if I zoom out there, and get that centered on my sheet. There we go, we're getting there now. A little bit of playing about with. There we go. So you can see there now I've got a lovely sheet set up here. Okay, I'm very happy with that. The only thing that I ever might have to change maybe would be maybe exam number. Okay, if I'm doing something else, might obviously have to change the title and so forth. But it's really easy. Just click into it and change that. Okay, but these kind of things here, like the picture, only have to do it once. My name will stay there. Scale will always stay there. Exam number might change. You could change that to something like our date as well. Okay, so that's a really helpful thing to do. Now, obviously, we'll have to populate this, but to be actually able to save it, what we're going to do is if we right click on the drawing down here, we're going to click on export. Okay, so as I said, in the tab section down here, right click and export. Now, we want to change that file name. I'm going to give it a title off my caps. I'm going to title it Graphics Project Template. Okay, even if I wanted, I could call it graphics drawing template. Absolutely fine. Go and save it as a DWT file. That's absolutely fine. And version 2013, that's okay. Export, okay. Download, absolutely fine. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to export that. And you'll actually see it's going to download, okay? So if I click export, graphics drawing template is being prepared for export. You will receive a notification when it is done. And you can see down here, our drawing file has been done, okay? That's most likely if I actually look here and I go into my downloads folder. There it is, graphics drawing template. It's in my downloads folder. Okay, so just to get that again, if you click on the little folder symbol down here at the bottom, open that up, go over to your download section, it should be there. Okay, whatever you named it. Okay, now the next thing, let's move that out of the way once again. It's getting in my way. The next thing we want to do is we want to actually be able to find that forevermore. Okay, so that one happens to be here now. It's there. Okay, I'm going to click this, close down this download section. If I go back out to my OnShape screen here, let's say I open up, I don't know, I'm trying to find something here. Finding Nemo, this little model down here. So if I open up this guy here, Nemo, okay, it was a little fish that we did, okay, and you can see here is an assembly. If I click on that, there's nothing in there, but if I right click on it, and if I delete it, look, the assembly's gone. I still have the part, but let's say I want to do a drawing now. Watch this. If I click insert new element, If I click on create drawing, and now if I go to created by me, no templates found. I actually think I have to input that template. I'm trying to remember how to do that. Pause the video there a second. So apologies for that. I just forgot one step there, guys. So what you would actually have to do before you open the Nemo, I'll just go back to my OnShape here. And what I would actually have to do is when I go to create, this is the step I'd forgotten. If I click on create and then I go import, okay, or import files. So if I click on import files, so create, not document this time, import files. And what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to look for that file. So it's in the download section now. And you can see here it's graphic drawing template. So if I click on that and click open, okay, and upload in progress. That's after uploading there. I'm happy with that. Just move this guy out of the way again. So upload completed. That's fine. Nemo has not been updated. Okay, that's fine. I'll say later. It's fine. It's just giving me some notifications there. Export completed, absolutely fine. Happy with all those. Now, you'll actually see if I come up here, I've got that graphics drawing template. And if I go into created by me, you'll see it's after going in here. Now, I'm going to go into that Nemo for a second. And once again, this time, if I click on the plus, and now I click on create drawing, this time, if I go to created by me instead of these OnShape ones, hopefully, retrieving templates, you can see here, inside in here, in the template section, I've got this graphics drawing template. If I select that and click OK, that should start self-generating here now with all the information in here. And there you go. So there we go. We've got our Muju packaging. Okay, obviously I might have to come down here and change that, and I might type in Nemo. Okay, Nemo drawing. Okay, I've got my title block and so forth, exam number and scale. So look guys, that's a very, very helpful way, okay, rather than having to create it every time, it's a really easy way of obviously creating a drawing sheet once and being able to use it over and over again. And obviously we just have to might make maybe a quick little edit here and obviously some of the text, okay? So hope you found it helpful, guys. That's going to be really helpful for you on your Junior Cert Graphics project sheet 2.